All right, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rekah, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And today, I just want to get into the division that the Lord has put this place in, man. Babylon the Great. And as we get closer and closer to the perfect day, which is the return of Yahushua, these prophecies becoming more and more lively. It's pretty much getting the attention of the people. It's grasping the earth. One of those things the Lord was going to bring is division. And this is what you're seeing. This is what's going to contribute to this place being overthrown. So I got this article. This from Newsbreak, Politico. And it reads, Trump called for unity after the first assassination attempt. Not this time. So as you can see, from the news that Trump was pretty much shot at again. Within a span of a couple months, been 2 attempts on this man's life. But what is it an effort to do though? To divide the vision of the people, man. As you can see, this so-called call for unity after the first attempt, which the people went for it, that only added more fuel to the fire. But as you can see, after the second attempt, he's not even calling for it. But that's just the spirit of Yahweh Shai have put upon these people, man. This is only gonna make, widen that gap, so to speak. The wound is actually it's not healing. The people are not coming together. Which that was a curse unto Jacob. Us being divided, having an evil eye against his brother. Well, now that curse is upon Edom. You've seen it now playing out through America. The people are divided. Families have broken up because the nigga voted for Trump. Now this nation is subject to a civil war because of these events that's unfolding, man. I'm going to read the title again. It says, Trump called for unity after the first assassination attempt. Not this time. See? And that's really the Lord putting that spirit. Let's get that in the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 2. It reads, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. See? And when you set something, you the one that's ordering it. You hands on. You the one that set this. And you set that. That's Yahweh Shai putting that spirit on these Babylonians, man, these Americans, to be divided. And this election is a big cause of it, man. These 2 parties. And no matter what the outcome is, the other party, the losing party, is going to lose it. Because all these Americans have a knowledge that their country has gone to shit. These different, these 2 candidates, so-called supposed to be their solution. So if they don't win, they think they lose it all. But it's too late, man. Prophecy said you was going to lose it all. And the Lord's going to do it by a series of events. This is going to be one of them. So when this society falls, you're not going to be able to pick up the pieces, man. Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. See, because ultimately this infighting is going to even be with the Russians and the Americans, because they're the same nation. They're the Edomites. But the Lord have set them against each other as well. That's what's going to cement the downfall of Edom as a whole. But even now, you're seeing it by the way of the Lord stirring it up here in America, Babylon and Greek, this civil war. That's the spirit that's on the earth. They even, I believe it was it Alex Jones, one of these guys, actually directed a movie called Civil War, because that's the spirit that's here in Babylon and Greek. But who's the cause of it? Y'all by Shem outside. The Lord take full responsibility. That's why I said he going to set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's what you're seeing today. What's that? Let's take Ezra 15. Let's get there. The book of 2 Ezra 15. 15. It says, I started 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. See, and this scripture makes so much sense, especially here in America. This is the most armed nation in the world. A lot of these countries, man, you'll get a heavy sentence if you found with, these weapons. That's why you hear in a lot of countries there's, a mass stabbing or somebody got a machete, That's what you hear about within these other countries, But here in America, then everybody got a strap. So this precept makes a whole lot more sense, especially applying it to his lifetime in this land. Because guess what? These people, that's going to be their solution. That's going to be their answer to the things that's going on. Just like the Capitol raid. You ever had them Edomites coming up there with envelopes and manila folders? No, they was up there with them straps, man. So this is how they think. That's how they're going to solve things. This is the blessing of Esau. It talks about, by thy sword shalt thou live. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. And that sedition, is sight to pretty much, they're going to be excited to go against the powers, man. And the scriptures make so much sense now. You read it through the testimony of Yahushua with the spirit of prophecy. It was meant to be read in this time. America had to be set up. These things had to unfold for this to really make sense. I show you that we in that time. Because just going back, whoever wins, the other side gonna lose it. Whoever loses gonna lose it. This is all part of the scene. And that second attempt in Trump's life, that just add more fuel to the fire. That's just like a promo you watch an old wrestling, the build up to a WrestleMania match. They're gonna be showing you videos and shit from back then, 6 months ago, why this match is even, why they finna fight tonight. All this build up. So we seeing these prophecies playing out in real time. Scripture talk about a civil war. Well, we seeing the ingredients the Lord is infusing for this event to bring forth, man. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See? Because the people is not going to be satisfied. I talked about that out of The the people are going to be stirred up, seeing the ways of roaring. Matter of fact, we can saying 2 Ezra 9. Let's get this 2 Ezra 9:1. Cause just going back, the scriptures make sense, man. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai. When you see things through the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, you can see that this is what the Lord been talking about, man. This is what that perfect will is going to play out. He's once again going to glorify his name on the earth, man. All these events are not random events that's taking place. This is an effort to glorify Yahweh Shema Shai. These prophecies. And this 2 Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand there is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. See? So that show you that these scriptures, these sayings, was meant to be read in a certain time. You can also read that in the previous chapter towards the bottom, talks about how that judgment is now at hand. But it was going to be at the end time when those multitude of wonders was going to take place. So this is it. That world is the world of Edom. This is the time period the Lord was set to visit the earth. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, see, these are the signs. Earthquakes as well as, of course, earthquakes, you got actual earthquakes to even earth-shaking events. Things that shook the earth up and caused to go into another direction, such as the Crown Vic. That shook the earth up. Everyone was wearing masks. It wasn't just the gooks. That was an earthquake. As well as it says the uproars of the people, these different protests. These coups. Trying to overthrow their government. These are the things that's happening in the earth. Civil war. This is all part of it. It says, then shalt thou well understand, see, that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, see. So meaning what? It was really for this time right here. This moment. Even the things the prophets spoke of before that have already passed, these different kingdoms, Babylon and Egypt, those were just examples of what the Lord was going to do in this time. That's why he speaks on how Sodom and Gomorrah was just an example, just a taste of the judgment Yahweh Shema Shai was going to bring in this lifetime. So it says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. See? This is what we saying. We saying the end. Everything now is coming. Everything is really coming into its perfection. And it's been made clear and obvious that World War III, but the Civil War here in Babylon the Great, man, you can't say that's not plausible. It's at the point of you really anticipating it, to come. As a matter of fact, let me end off on it, just going back to that division. Because it's the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, that's dividing these places. And it just shows these are the different symptoms to the downfall of an empire. This is St. Matthew 12, verse 25. It reads, and Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. See? So that city with Babylon the Great, it's not united. As you can see, one of the you got Trump saying, he was calling for unity at first, But after this shot, they shot at him again. He said, "Don't, hell no, not this time." That's the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. And that house of Edom, the whole house of Edom is actually going to fall. World War III is going to cement their downfall. You go into these world wars, it was just Edom versus Edom. But this one right here is going to actually cement their fall. They're not going to be able to rise nor possess the land, you know. He says, and if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? See, because these niggas really, they're going to cancel each other out at the end of the day. This is what we're saying. When you read scripture, talk about we're in the 4-time ring for our learning that he had. When you go into the book of Samuel, it talks about how the Lord caused those Philistines to turn against each other. You know? So we once again witnessing that in the spirit. So yeah, I just hope that we're edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of great millstone. Shalom to the elect. Let's teach his word in all true faith and sincerity. Shalom.